Ladies and gentlemen, to the organizers, participating researchers, panel of reactors, good day everyone. It is absolutely privilege for me to be participating at this prestigious international conference on biodiversity and Subrim 10th anniversary, an avenue for researchers to share findings of researches with the noble aim to give invaluable contributions to our respective fields. I am also delighted to be engaging in this amazing platform with different researchers from around the world and with research enthusiasts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be the oral presenter for our research paper entitled Ceratified Assemblage and its Conservation Status in Department of Environment and Natural Resources Monitoring Site, Mount Apo Natural Park, Cotabato, Philippines. Co-author of Joylyn Mamon, Joyce Alquila, Marvick Kisto, and Dr. Cherry Cano Mangawang. I am now ready to present the research. Mount Apo is the main natural habitat forest, covers increase with elevation and at 1,500 meters extensive. Mossy forest begins characterized by oak trees covered with mosses and pteridophytes. It possesses a formidable array of landscapes. Indeed, Mount Apo possesses the wide spectrum of environment. Pteridophytes are one of the largest plant group that you can explore in the area. They play various ecological roles in the forest ecosystem, such as food and medicine source, microhabitats for small animals, and takes part in soil textures and fertility, temperature, humidity, precipitation, and other environmental parameters. They also serve as a great potential ecological indicator. However, there are no updated published data of species richness and conservation status of the pteridophytes in the area. This study aims to provide data about pteridophyte assemblage in the Department of Environment and Natural Resources Permanent Biodiversity Monitoring Site, Mount Apo Natural Park, Cotabato, Philippines, specifically to identify species of pteridophytes and to determine its conservation status. Materials and methods. The study was conducted at DNR's 2-hectare permanent biodiversity monitoring area and 2-kilometer transect in 250-meter intervals at Metro Kidapawan Water District, Barangay Perez, Kidapawan, North Cotabato. The study site, 2-kilometer transect line, was established with 8 alternating quadrats in 250 meters intervals. For photo documentation, plans were photographed using iPhone XR. Uh, Identification of collected specimen was done at Penro office following monographs, flora such as Copeland, and other publications such as Huvenkamp et al., Pilser et al., onwards and digitized image of specimen available in global plans on JSTOR. PPG-1 classification scheme was followed. For assessment of conservation status, the conservation status of species were noted using national list of threatened Philippine plants and adheres to the criteria of the International Union for the Conservation Nature. Result of the study, the pteridophyte assemblage in its conservation status, there were total of 34 species of pteridophyte belonging to 17 families were found. Aspleniaceae has the most number of species identified. 2 species were determined as endangered, such as Sibosium baromets and Macrotelepteris polypodioides, while 1 species is Asplenium vitaeforme was vulnerable. The results of the study, the list of identified phatic pteridophyte in the study site. So there were two endemic pteridophyte and one vulnerable. So the one endemic pteridophyte is the Asplenium apuense, and the vulnerable is the Asplenium vitiforme. And also for the endemic, we have the Anthrophyum sesifolium. So the others are listed found in the area. So next we have, here are the numbers or the species richness identified and collected in the area. So the Hymenophyllum scrabum were the one who has the largest species identified. Total of 284 species. Okay, the Hymenophyllum scrabum were abundant in that area. And the Pisana sylvatica are the least of the number of species because of the anthropogenic disturbances. And these are the conservation status of ferns in Mount Apo Range, Kidapawan, Philippines. There are 9 species recorded in Mount Apo Range. All of these are endemic to the area. This is almost 1.1% of total endemic species found in the Philippines. 2 out of 9 are listed under the endangered and one nearly threatened. Sibosium baromets and Macrothelpteris polypodioides were listed under endangered and Cosita macrocarpa under nearly threatened. The broadly distributed Philippine endemic species are Cosita macrocarpa, Sibosium baromets, Sibosium rostata, Calocleina dobia, Macrothelpteris polypodioides, Hymnophyllum scrabum, Diplasiopsis havanica, Tisana sylvatica, Diplasium dilalatum, and Lindsay lucida. So, the researchers conclude with the presence of species with the conservation status, a comprehensive documentation of pteridophytes in the said area is recommended to have an overall picture of their assemblage. Thus, it can be a useful tool in the implementation of policies for its conservation. So thank you everyone for listening. And this is our study. And stay safe and God bless.